Good morning. Time now is 7:05. It's already 76 degrees here in Atlanta. And I am I'm headed to the Beltline to walk. I call myself trying to get ahead of the game by getting up early, since the heat index here in Atlanta is scorching hot and has triggered a warning for people with any type of health issues or health issues. And so they're basically saying that they need to take extra precautions. Now, I have high blood pressure. That's okay. Somebody done broke the darn parking garage again. I have high blood pressure, so I guess that's a health issue. But I need to get it in. Now, whenever I first stepped out, I said, well, maybe I need to go to LA Fitness. Truth be told, I need to do both. But I'm still going to go ahead. I see a lot of people out here walking. I'm going to still go ahead and try and knock out 2 miles instead of 3. Go ahead and get it in. And then I need to go to the farmer's market and grab some more beets and some more pineapples and some more apple juice. I juiced my beets and pineapples and apple juice yesterday, and I gave some to my sister. And my sister, D, she hates beets. A lot of people hate beets. They say it's too earthy. But I personally love beets. Not only do I make and drink beet juice, but I also I eat beets whenever I go to Golden Corral. That's the first thing I do, is make a beeline for the salad bar and get the beets. I've always loved beets. I've always really loved all of my vegetables. A lot of the vegetables that people don't like are the vegetables that I like. So that's what's partly on my agenda for today. My baby is leaving today. My baby is turning 30 next week. And her boo thing is taking her to Barcelona, and then it's another place that they're going to, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name, but it's somewhere that is very beautiful and also very romantic. But it's somewhere over there near Barcelona. Must be nice. 7 days. 7 days. Me and my sister, I took her and my sister out to breakfast on Monday, and we were talking about it and asked her, where would she go back to work? And she said that she was off until further notice. I tell you, honey, it must be nice. It must be nice. One day I'll have it like that. She is truly my motivation. She is truly the catalyst that has gotten me to start traveling and going places and stop being afraid to do things and try things and do it now and don't wait for later. Stop putting it off and all of that. So I'm proud of her. I am so very proud of my woman child, as I refer to her. Y'all see how fast it took me to get to where I walk on the belt line? I started talking to you guys whenever I jumped in the car, and now I'm about to bust this little left and park my car and get my walk on. So there is no excuse for mine not being able to get it in. Let me go down to this next one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this little walk out the way, and then we gonna holla back. Love you, bye. Oh, Lord. Okay, y'all. Jesus. $44. Let's see if I can get y'all to see it. Can I do it? Okay. 44 minutes. 2.17 miles. Average pace 20 minutes and 13 seconds per mile. I gotta get that back down to 15. Active calories 217, total calories 307. Average heart rate is 133, which is good compared to the other day when me and Kia walked. But when me and Kia walked, it was also hot as I don't know what. So even though the pace was faster, which it often is whenever you're walking and talking with someone, I still am proud of the fact that my heart rate is lower than it was. Oh my God, I am hot, nasty, sticky, itching, but I'm about to go ahead and hit up the farmer's market so I can go ahead and grab some beets and carrots and also some celery and some apples to go ahead and juice. I think today I'm just gonna make it a juice day, and might have a salad or something like that. But other than that, I think I'm just going to make it a real light day. I'm still not gonna eat until 12. I've been doing pretty good about my intermittent fasting until 12 o'clock, with the exception of Monday, whenever I took my daughter and my sister to eat. I don't know why I feel like I'm tasting grass. Well, y'all, I started on that 17-hour book, and let's say I'm on chapter 3, and I know that they've had intimacy at least 4 times. Baby, if I had a man that would, y'all look at this traffic. Look at it. Hold on, let me see if I can spin it around. see if y'all can see that. Probably going too fast for y'all to be able to see that Atlanta traffic over there. It's 8:02, and the traffic that is coming 75, 85 north, coming out of like Stockbridge and Locust Grove and that way, baby, that traffic is stupid. I mean, you probably can't see it. Maybe I'll be able to zoom in more, but this is ATL's rush hour traffic on that side. We're going away from the city, but that traffic, baby, whenever I say I don't miss it and I don't look forward to it, heavens forbid that I have to get back in it. I don't know what traffic is like where you guys are from, but here in Atlanta, and to be quite honest, it's not uncommon to see traffic like that. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in. I should have been zoomed in. It's not uncommon to see traffic like that. Ooh, baby. It's not uncommon to see traffic like that in the middle of the day and on the weekends here in Atlanta. When I say crazy work, crazy work. But anyway, honey. So today is Wednesday. These glasses are sliding off of my face. I need to go clean out my car. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me get myself together because I need to drink some water and everything. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I done got myself together because, baby, your girl was over here. When I say struggling, she was struggling, baby. She had to calm down. She had to get some AC on her face. She had to sip some water. She had to get it together. But I was thinking, so guys know I'm really excited about the solo trip that I am going to take in a couple of weeks. And let me tell you what really pushed me to just say, okay, Chloe, go ahead and pull the trigger. And it wasn't from the 50 and up trip that just happened. That was, it was cool. It was cool. Plus, I was here in my city. So, while the girls stayed at the Airbnb, I went home. But going on a girls trip with people and you don't know their habits and you have, okay, so let me say how I am. Let me say some of my biggest irritants. And this is just period across the board. Not necessarily, not just going on a girls trip, but just whenever you're somewhere and you're in close proximity with multiple people. There's a certain type of common sense etiquette that I abide by that I thought everybody else did, that I'm learning that they don't. For example, it's very irritating, and this is just period, it's very irritating for people to be carrying on full-blown conversations in the presence of other people. I feel like, how I feel about you're out in the mall, or you're out in the store, and people are just on their phone. Some of it, and then don't mess around and put them on a speakerphone. And that's what I'm talking about. Being in the presence of like 4 or 5 different, women, and we're on a trip, we're in the car, and someone chooses to constantly be talking to their husband, their boyfriend, their kids, or whatever, and on speakerphone. We don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. And even if you're not on speakerphone, being in such close proximity and you being on your phone is very irritating to me, because I'm being forced to deal with listening to your conversation or noise that it irritates me. That's one. Two is people who listen to their videos, or they're looking at YouTube, or they're looking at TikTok, or they're looking at Instagram, and they're playing every video that they're looking at out loud for everybody to hear. Everybody doesn't want to hear that. I don't want, to hear that. And it's very, for me, it's very irritating, because to me it's very rude, because you are forcing your enjoyment on me, and I don't want to hear it. Also, especially whenever I go on long haul trips, it's very irritating for me to be driving, and the person that is riding with me, or even just people in the car, engage with the driver. They're the ones who is doing all the heavy lifting, all the hard work. They're the ones who is basically getting you where you need to go. Talk to them. Engage in conversations. In this day and age, whenever you go on trips with people, everybody's head is stuck in their phone. Let me tell you something. That's one of the things that I love about me and Lish, whenever we go out, even whenever, I go scoop her and we're riding in the car, we're just talking and laughing and kiki. We just go from one thing to another. It's irritating for me to be riding in the car with you, and you over there, and the whole time, only thing you're doing is just scrolling through your phone. That's it. It's just silence. I got the radio going. I'm listening to the radio, but the whole time that you're sitting there, these cell phones have truly become a detriment to relationships, whether they are romantic or friendships, because there's nothing in that phone that's not going to be in that phone once we depart from each other. Why are we even hanging together if that phone is more important to you? Is more it's more of a companion to you than I am. And I'm gonna tell you, y'all get irritated whenever I talk about it, but when it's certain things, if you're in a relationship and your relationship can't help you grow, or your significant other can't teach you things or tell you things to make you a better person, then you don't need to be in that relationship. That was one of the things that me and my ex, I'm just going to refer to them as my ex. One of the things that we used to say that used to irritate the fool. I done got over here, baby, and the farmer's market ain't even open. I guess I'm going to have to go to... They open at 9. And I'm not going to sit around here and wait. One of the things whenever me and my ex started dating that we used to say that used to really irritate people to hear us say it, but it didn't irritate us. It was our thing, so I don't see why it irritated others. We used to always say, are you going to allow me to help make you better? And a lot of people would get offended by that. What do you mean, make you better and blah, 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 blah. But that's the mindset of people who take offense instead of just truly taking the time to listen and to really process and comprehend. Again, if the person that you are with dating, even the girlfriends that you have around you, guy friends you have around you, if they can't in some way influence you to be a better person, why are you with them? I don't want to be around anybody who can't help me to be better. So when we first started dating, I would get in the car on the phone, running my mouth with my girlfriends, blah, 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 blah. And he told me, he said, Chloe, you got all day to talk to your girlfriends. This should be our time. So whenever you get in the phone, when you get in the car, can you please have either already finished your conversation or end your conversation? We also agreed that when we are together, we didn't touch our phones unless it was somebody important calling, like his brothers or, my family, or somebody like family, somebody is important. But if it's anybody else, everybody else can go to voicemail or any of that, because it was our time to focus on each other. And I feel the same thing about if we decide that, okay, we're finna go out, we're finna kick it or whatever. Unless it's your children or your man calling because it's something important, we should be focused on, laughing and talking and enjoying memories. We're so disconnected whenever it comes to how to navigate and how to handle ourselves in any type of relationship. Again, whether it is romantic or whether it is friendships, we are so disconnected because of this right here. This right here has us in such a chokehold that we missed out on so many great conversations, so many memories, so many things about life. It's been times when I would go out with my girlfriends and we're sitting at the table. And this is another thing, ladies, whenever you go out with your girlfriends, if everybody at the table got their head down and they're texting or they're, scrolling, and it's like, I can't even scroll as fast as I see some of my girlfriends scroll. Baby, they have that thumb going. They have the thumb going. They have the fingers going. They be scrolling so fast. I'm like, what is it that you just got to be in the know? I'm going to be honest with you guys. Sometimes I feel a bit, what's the word? I can't think of the word right now. But even though I'm on social media, I'm not really on social media. When I go on social media, I go on social media. And I'm going to tell you now, I used to be addicted to social media. Now I'm addicted to YouTube. But I feel bad because there's so many people that support me. But when I go on like Facebook, sometimes I don't go back to Facebook for days. I go on Facebook to post and go. Or I go on Facebook, I might scroll for a hot 5 minutes. Ain't nothing on there. It's nothing on there but negativity, drama, and things that contribute to my anxiety. The same thing about Instagram. I'll go on Instagram, I'll look for a minute, and then I'll keep it moving. A lot of times I come in the house, I plug my phone purposely up in my bedroom so I don't have easy access in my hand. And one thing that is bad with me and my phone is playing games on the phone, and I need to do what I did last year, which is to just take them all off. But what irritates me the most is I have certain girlfriends, their phone is always in their hand. But they'll be quick to say that they didn't see my text message or they didn't see my call. But I'm looking at you like, every time I see you, your phone is always in your hand. It's the addiction is crazy to me. But it is what it is. I can't tell grown people what to do, but I can tell you what has taken over and taking control of our lives. And the fact that people spend so much time on social media, that's why we're so angry and resentful. And that's part of the reason why we buy into the negativity about each other and also impart such negativity on each other is because of what's being fed. Anything that social media reads and listens to and pays attention to what you forward, what you comment on, and then it feeds you more of it. And so that's why I am very cognizant in working on being very mindful of what I take in. But I done got to Goodwill, y'all. I'm finna run in here in Goodwill and try and waste some time. Maybe I can waste 37 minutes before the farmer's market open. Even though there's nothing in here that I need. Anyway, I will talk to you guys a little later. Love you, bye. That was quick. I don't know why I guess I thought the Goodwill was open because I seen all these cars here, but shit, they don't open until 9 o'clock either. So I guess I'm gonna take this little ride down the road towards the house, and I'll stop at my usual farmer's market to grab my beads. Girls, I guess because I got up so early, so I just rolled up under my feet. What was that? Boop. Hold on. I guess I'm not thinking about the fact that I got up at 7 something to go to the gym. I don't know. I guess I'm thinking it is later than it is since I got up so early. I wonder if Costco's doesn't have. I know Costco's doesn't have any beats, so cancel that. Anyway, I'm about to listen to this book on tape. 17 chapters. Now, circle back. I think I'm gonna go to the pool today and tan. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna get out there kind of early whenever the sun is on high and tan, and I will put on sunscreen. Okay, love you, bye. Whew. Okay, y'all. I'm done. So I feel accomplished for today. I have walked over to it's just, what time is it? 9:27. So I'm like the Army. You know how the Army say we do more before 8 a.m. than some. I think it's the Army that says that. Baby. I'm so accomplished. It took me a little under. I changed shoes because these are my grass cutting shoes. The Army says we do more. Is it the Army? Who, child? This says we do more before 8 a.m. Whatever it is, I feel accomplished because I have already walked a little over 2 miles. I've cut the grass and I've closed my exercise ring, and I just need 288 more move points to close that ring, and of course I'll close my stand goal. So today I expect to close my ring. Now the question is, do I want to go all the way back over to the farmer's market to try and get some beets, or do I want to go down here to Big Bear, which was my mama's favorite store, and see if they have some beets? I think I'm gonna go down here first. Look, I see an older woman cutting the grass. She looked like she was in her 70s. Cutting the grass. Go, sister. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ride down here to Big Bear and see if they have some beets, and if they don't, then I guess I will go back over to the farmer's market. I might as well just do it while I am out, because I think that once I go in today, it's a wrap. Once I go in, that's gonna be it. I'm not coming back out. I'm gonna go lay at the pool, get me a little tanny tan, relax, do some work on a video, work on editing a video, and just do some brainstorming for some content and stuff like that. Now, one thing that I'm hearing from a lot of people is that they like content that's just film it and drop it, not so much the scripted stuff. That's what's being said on YouTube by a lot of YouTube experts. They're saying that people nowadays, they don't want all the scripted content. They just want to see real content, real life, what people are doing in real life. So that's basically what I've been bringing you guys from day one. I don't know how to be anybody but me. I don't know how to pretend and put on. Oh my God, they closed the pool. They got rid of the pool. They got rid of the pool over here at what used to be Mark Trail, now Scott, whatever. They got rid of the pool. That's disheartening. Anyway, I haven't gone the back way to get to South Camp Mall in so long, and this area is quickly turning over from being African American to mixed, and more Caucasian people are moving into the area. It is what it is. I often talk about the fact that in our area, a lot of us are getting upset because we're seeing more white people in the area, but at the same time, how can you be mad whenever you chose to sell your house and move out of the area because you felt like going to you felt like moving to Norcross, Alpharetta, Stockbridge, Conyers, those areas, you felt like they were better. So you infiltrated the areas that they were in, but now you're upset because they have now started purchasing homes in the areas that you guys have abandoned, that you guys felt like was not good. The areas that you felt, y'all look at this house. This is, I gotta back it up, baby, because this is crazy. These houses, now I gotta show y'all this. Hold on. Let me back it up. I hope nobody don't come. Y'all, hold up. Now see, this done threw me for a loop. So they have torn down for lease. Honey, who leasing? They have torn. I actually like the aesthetics of that. I like modern houses. But baby, this house right here looks like an Elon Musk Cybertruck. My homeboy Alex, his parents still stay there. I am sure of that. These right here, with those, I know are still people that I went to school with. But honey, yeah, that one, that looked crazy. Oh my God, that looks crazy. And I'm one of those people that understand that life, oh my God, they done cleared out all this land on, baby, let me tell you, life is moving, life is life, and it's another reason why I keep saying, baby, you better enjoy life, because the world is changing, everything is changing, there's nothing you can do to stop it. So there's no sense of you complaining about it, because it was changing whenever you were younger and you were happy about the changes. So don't get so stuck in your ways once you get older and you feel like the world needs to just now stop because you have stopped. The world's not going to stop. And until you adjust that mindset and realize there's nothing you can do about it, the world is evolving and it's going to keep evolving. Once you stop stressing about it and fussing about it and bitching about it, the happier you will be. I had to learn that real quick. I can't constantly be in a state of anxiety and mad and pissed off because the world is not going to stand still and stay how I want it to stay. I don't want to be, I like being old school, but I don't want to be an old head, if that makes any sense. So, my battery is almost down to 10%. So let me get my little butt off of this camera and I will, I'm just gonna start labeling this the car chronicles, because honey, I get in this car and I just start running my mouth. I don't know why I don't want to run my mouth whenever I'm at home. Anyway, I'm down to 10%, so let me log off and I will holler at you beautiful people a little later, maybe whenever I go to the pool. Love you, bye. Good morning, y'all. My head look a mess, and I need to, hold on, let me get in my car. Whew. So, let's start this thing off over again. Good morning, beautiful people. You know what, my girls on the trip said that I am supposed to have a name for my subscribers, and I hadn't even, I'm not gonna say I hadn't thought about it, but I can't think of any names because my name is
brows arched like a grandmother waiting
this 17-hour book that I'm working on, and I think let's see how far into it I am. Oh, honey, I am. Oh, I don't listen to 5 hours and 5:19. I got 11 hours and 58 minutes to go. I'm gonna be finishing this book by this weekend. So I hadn't, like Star Pollyanna, her people are her stars. I forgot what Kaylani's. Anyway, everybody has a name. Well, not everybody. I don't know, but they have a name for their people. And I don't have a name. Star Pollyanna they put stars below. Kaylani is like put blue hearts below if you got to the end of this video. And why is my tire low? Don't tell me I gotta get another damn tire. Let me get up here and see what's going on with this darn tire, y'all. It seems like if it's not one thing, it is another. Y'all, it is times like this when I'm just tired of being a strong Black woman. Hold on. And this is the tire that I just replaced. Where can I? Now let me see where I can go get some air in my tire. Last time I was driving and it just kept on dropping and kept on dropping. So let me see. And it had 40. It had during the 40, in it. Now it's down to 26. Y'all, I'm tired. When I say I'm tired, I am tired. I'm tired. Got in the car this morning, all excited to go walk. And now I gotta figure out what's going on with my tire. I don't know if I got a nail in it. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm about to go to the Quick Trip just to derail my plans. I got in the car all excited because I was going to be able to go ahead and hit the belt line early because it's 7:30. It's 7:30. It's 74 degrees outside. And I thought I was going to be able to just go ahead and hit the belt line and knock that out the way. And well, I mean, there's no need to get all flustered. You know, it is what it is. If I need to get me another tire, I need to get me another tire. Hopefully it's just air, because it's saying that it's down to 27. It's down to 26 now. They went up 27. And you know, whenever you drive, it adds more air to the tire. So now it's saying that I need to go up to 27. So hopefully my needing to go up to 27 means that it just needs, since it went up to 27, hopefully that means I just need air in the tire. And once I put the air in the tire, then I'll be good to go. Those are my prayers. So I'm about to shoot over here to the Quick Trip, which is 4 miles away. Throw some air in the tire. Prayer that the Quick Trip air is working, because you guys know how that can be. Put some air in the tire and still make it back where it'll still be in the 70s for me to walk. I was trying to, it was 72 whenever I left the house. And I was praying to God that it, anyway, so yeah, I'm still flustered. I don't even know what the hell I want to talk about. Let me get this air in this tire. Once I get this air in this tire, and I see that it's holding, then maybe I can calm down. I'll be back. I drove all the way over here. Oh, it works. Hey guys. So I told you that every time I go over to my mother's house, my house, I'm going to probably always call it my mom's house. When I go over to my mom's house, it is so overwhelming that I always come home and start throwing stuff away and also cleaning. Well, today I decided I needed to do a deep cleaning. So I started out at first throwing stuff away. Now I collect coffee cups. But today, I literally have thrown away. I pull my wagon out, and I literally have thrown away. Y'all, I still gotta decide what I'm gonna do about this sofa. I literally have thrown away about 10 teacups, coffee cups, whatever you want to call it. I've thrown away like 6 plates, about 4 bowls, 5 glasses, because you know how you go to Dollar Tree, start picking up stuff, you go to Walmart, They got those little plastic cups for 50 cents. The tops for, the bowls for 50 cents. The plates for 50 cents. And so you just grab them. I grabbed them because you can't have you can't at the pool. At the pool, of course, you can't have glass. So that's part of the reason why I had purchased it. But it's just more stuff. And considering everything that's going on with this pool situation, as well as my job situation, it's possible that I may have to leave. I checked my lease. My lease is renewed up. I forgot. I just signed a 12-month lease. Now, I kind of wish I would have signed an 8-month lease, but I signed a 12-month lease. I could have signed a 14-month lease. I signed a 12-month lease because I wasn't sure of how long it would take for the house to be remodeled. But of course, then I was looking at an income of almost $100,000 a year. Don't have that income anymore. And even though I am doing contract for the company that I had been working for, I'm finding out that they're paying not net 30, but more like net 60. So that means that whenever I submit my first invoice on July 1st, it may be July, August, it may be September before I get my money. And so, and this is ongoing. So it's not like whenever I submit it again in August, I'm gonna get it in September. Then it might be like October. So I can't live like that. I just cannot live like that, especially trying to maintain 2 homes. So it's possible that I may have to move into the house. So starting next week, y'all get ready, because y'all are going to be going along for the ride as me and my sister work to start really. I called her yesterday and I said that we got to get serious about cleaning all that stuff out the house. You know, my sister has a eBay account, and so there's stuff in the house that may be of value. Well, there's stuff in the house that I know that is of value, and so we need to go over there and just really assess it, and from there start just really cleaning it out. So anyway, I've been, when I say throwing stuff away, this right here, just t-shirts. This is a lot of the stuff I got from my work. I don't work there no more. Just you know, just throwing stuff away. So turn y'all around. So that's what I got. Y'all, I finally figured out how to make it track. I think I do, or maybe I don't. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So I figured out how to start and stop the tracking, because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But so that's my focus today, is to even go through some of these cabinets. I keep procrastinating about the clothes, but I really need to go through the clothes. I need to even go through some of those bathing suits that I have over there I know I'm not gonna wear. And I also need to pack up my winter stuff. I might as well just go ahead and pack it up, because if I end up moving home, it'll be when it starts to be cooler, And so if I just go ahead and pack it up now, then that'll be less for me have to worry about. So I'm gonna get some crates and go ahead and pack that stuff up and put it in my, matter of fact, I need to write that down. Y'all, this is what I have to do. I have to put everything that I'm supposed to do, I have to put it in my list. So I got to get some Weissman quartz stone cleaner crates for winter clothes. So that's on my list to do today. And I also need to relax my hair. I've been holding out and holding out. That's why I was looking rough and ready today, because it's gelled down, but it's time for me to relax it. And I need to go ahead and relax it now, because I was gonna let my daughter give me either a wig, a curly wig for whenever I go to, oh yeah, child is hot. A curly wig whenever I go to Mexico, or either I was going to braid it, but it's just too hot for that, honey. I'm just gonna wear this. So I need to go ahead and relax it now, so it'll be done thickened up by the time in 3 weeks, by the time I go. Anyway, I know y'all don't want to follow me around as I'm straightening up the house, so I'll check back in with you guys later.